Have you ever started your day by opening your email inbox and seeing it's overloaded? And next thing you know, you pick your head up and it's like an hour later and you have just totally gotten sucked down into the vortex of the email inbox. It's a common issue, and especially an issue around time management that I address over and over again with professionals. And we can feel really overwhelmed these days by our email. So, I'm not here to share 20 tips with you today about email and email management. I'm just here to share one tip with you that I've seen work consistently with people. And that one tip is to begin managing your email instead of your email managing you. And to do that by putting boundaries around the time or times during the day which you are going to engage in your email. So there's some brain science behind this. Did you know our attention span works the best when we can focus on something for 20 minutes to 50-ish minutes? And if we are focusing on something less than that or changing tasks too many different times, that takes too much brain power to start and stop, start and stop. And if we are focusing on it longer than that 50-minute time frame, we can tend to be really de-energized and exhausted by that task without taking a break from it. So that's quite often what I see people do with their email. They're like, well, I'll check it in between these other things. And so they're constantly all day long getting pulled back and forth too many different times. Now, I can also hear you saying, well, people need me urgently right now. And that might be the case. I mean, you might have a job where people send you an email that the building is on fire instead of calling the fire department. But the reality is, if you think about the emails that you received in the last 24 hours, probably very few of them were very urgent that had to have a reply within a very, very short time frame. So I'd like you to instead to begin to think about how could you put boundaries around your email so you control it, which might look like setting 2 time slots during the day that are designated for checking in or engaging with your email. And if people need to reach you outside of that time slot, well, they usually probably have your phone number or know another method to reach you as well. We also teach people what to expect. So if you have made a practice of trying to respond instantly to every email that comes into your inbox, and you probably also trained people that you're going to respond instantly. And on the flip side of that, if our email box has been kind of overwhelmed and we haven't had time to engage with it, people also learn that, hey, they're going to get a more delayed response. So use that to your advantage and teach people what to expect about when you'll engage with them for email. You can even do that by creating an auto signature in your email that says, I engage with email twice a day, once in the morning, once in the afternoon. And if it's outside of those times, you'll receive a response tomorrow, whatever it is. So I want you to just stop and think about what we've talked about in this short video and think about how would you want to begin to implement some more boundaries around your time and energy when it comes to email instead of risking falling down into the never ending vortex of emails. I'd love to hear from you what else has worked. Like, if you have a tip or a trick that has worked really well from you, I would love to hear it and to be able to share it with others because that's how we learn the most is when we grow and collaborate together. And if you have another question you would like to see me address on these videos, then certainly pop in the comments below and find the link to the community, the way the form that you can communicate with me, and leave a suggestion. Or feel free to use that to share your experience about what's worked well for you around email and time management. Also, okay. Have a great rest of your day and all the best staying out of the email vortex. I'm Vicki Haddock, Authentic Leadership Coach, and I'll see you soon.